Blessed Carlo Acutis truly seems to be the saint for our age. He passed away in 2006 at just 15 years old, but he left an incredible legacy of holiness and service that has inspired millions worldwide. Let's look at the remarkable life of this computer programmer teen who Pope Francis called a model of holiness for the digital age. Carlo was born in London in 1991, but his family soon moved to Milan, Italy. Although he was not from an especially devout family, Carlo had an amazing love for God from a young age. He went to Mass every day, received communion daily, and eventually helped to lead many of his relatives to deeper conversion through his faithful witness. Carlo was gifted in many ways. He had a special empathy for those who were suffering or marginalized. He loved soccer, video games, and technology. He taught himself coding and computer programming. But Carlo was disciplined, limiting his screen time to just an hour a week. He recognized the good in it, but also knew it should not be his life. Later on his deathbed, he would say, "I am happy to die because I have lived my life without wasting a single minute on those things which do not please God." Carlo had one saying that perfectly frames how he lived his life: to always be close to God. That's my life plan. Most of all, Carlo had an incredible devotion to the Eucharist. Fascinated by Eucharistic miracles as undeniable proof of Jesus' real presence, he created a website cataloging all the known Eucharistic miracles to share with the world. He used this platform also to create presentations free to download and displays that groups could print out to use at their own Eucharistic events. This website is still up to this day. On the site, he once had written, "The more often we receive the Eucharist, the more we will become like Jesus, so that on this earth we will have a foretaste of heaven." At just 15 years old, Carlo was diagnosed with terminal leukemia. Throughout his suffering, he offered it all up, saying, "I offer all for the Lord, the Pope, and the Church." He died on October 12, 2006, and was buried in Assisi at his request. His tomb in Assisi is often open for veneration for feasts or larger pilgrimages. Although his body is technically not incorrupt, it is still in very good condition and can be seen during veneration times. Carlo's cause for canonization opened just a few years after his death in 2013. In 2020, the first miracle attributed to him was approved: the healing of a young Brazilian boy with a severe congenital pancreas condition through Carlo's intercession. Carlo was beatified that October 2020 in Assisi. Just this May, Pope Francis approved Carlo's second miracle: the miraculous healing of a young Costa Rican woman from severe brain hemorrhaging after a horrible bicycle accident. The miracle occurred the same day that her mother prayed at Carlo's tomb in Assisi. With the recognition of this second miracle, Pope Francis has declared that Carlo is set for canonization as a saint, which will likely happen in 2025 during the Jubilee year. In April of 2019, Pope Francis addressed all young people in his exhortation titled Christus Vivit, or Christ Lives. Included in this exhortation is a short piece about Carlo Acutis. He wrote that the teen is a role model for young people today who are often tempted by the traps of, quote, self-absorption, isolation, and empty pleasure. He added, "Carlo was well aware that the whole apparatus of communications, advertising, and social networking can be used to lull us, to make us addicted to consumerism and buying the latest thing on the market, obsessed with our free time, caught up in negativity," end quote. Carlo Acutis truly believed in the dangers of the social and digital age. One of his famous quotes is, "All people are born as originals, but many die as photocopies." Carlo saw that young people want to be different and want to chase their unique talents, but in this digital age they so often get sucked into being like everyone else, obsessed and distracted with the world and consumerism. There are many other resources to learn more about Carlo's life, including 2 books that we carry at Leaflet Missal. The first is My Son Carlo. This book is one of the most unique books on a blessed or saint that we carry because it was actually written by his mother, Antonia. This book brings up many of the private moments and stories from Carlo's childhood, including moments from his deathbed, that only his mother would know or understand. The second book is A Millennial in Paradise. This book is a mix of biographical and spiritual writing on Carlo's life, often tying in spiritual themes to truly make the reader think about and apply what they're reading. These books are great places to start learning more about the inspirational life of this soon-to-be saint. Carlo Acutis lived for only 15 years, yet his impact continues to be seen all across the world. This young man, who combined a love for technology with a profound devotion to the Eucharist, shows us that holiness is possible in the digital age. Carlo's life reminds us that we're all called to be saints, no matter our age or circumstances. As we await his canonization, let Carlo's example inspire us to use our talents, embrace the sacraments, and above all, strive to be, as he said, originals and not photocopies in our journey of faith. Blessed Carlo Acutis, pray for us.